International break is over does not mean I'm out of international break mode, indeed. And definitely, we are back. Hello, guys, welcome back. It's your main man, Steven, back again to bring the recap of the international break. So, first off, we got CONCACAF. Indeed, there is some brilliant news to you guys. It's that Haiti, Panama, and the new team in the World Cup. Yeah, they're new. Curacao topped the group in Jamaica's group and qualify as the smallest nation with the lowest population ever to qualify for a World Cup. It's incredible. The island of Curacao, congratulations to yourself. Haiti as well, ahead of Honduras and Costa Rica. And Suriname into the playoffs. Suriname are into the playoffs. Let's see if they get anything. Jamaica into the playoffs. As well. It's not showing yet the playoff matches, but we all know Italy is in the playoffs as well. Yet again, failing to qualify for a third World Cup will be disastrous for Italy. And it just shown how the World Cup expanding the World Cup give many debutants a chance. It's going to be very interesting. But the debutants aren't well known. They're not likely to win it, but at least try to compete in the group stage will be interesting to see. And as for AFC, Iraq has defeated UAE like I predicted at their yard, and Iraq are on the side of the winners bracket, the finals of the AFC or AFC OFC Interconfederation or Intercontinental playoffs, I would like to call it, and definitely well deserved. Definitely well deserved, and yeah. So CAF, the leopards of DR Congo, as you know, I think they're the leopards, right? DR Congo are gonna try to fight through and maybe qualify for the World Cup after beating Nigeria. Nigeria's chances are out, and DR Congo, up the DR Congo, they might make it to the World Cup. Indeed. And Uefa, my team France qualified with flying colours. Ireland is the biggest shout. Shout out to Troy Parrott, man. Troy Parrott is on fire, bringing Ireland to the playoffs, and where they face Turkey or, as you know, the winners of Denmark and North Macedonia is when Ireland face. So definitely very quality. And Turkey, on the other hand, they have Kosovo, and Slovakia in their path. So definitely will be interesting to see who progresses out that. I predict Slovakia versus Turkey a final. And I predict Ireland versus Denmark final. Ireland can definitely upset Denmark, but I think Denmark can definitely do it. And I see Italy versus Wales or Bosnia. Wales, I think Wales are the favorites. That is at Cardiff. So definitely I think Wales will beat Bosnia and will prove a task hard for Italy. But I think Italy will beat Wales. I think so. Even though the stadium is at Wales for the final, so we will see. Wales is no easy task. You have Brennan Johnson, you have Harry Wilson, you have Dan James. No more Gareth Bale, but you have Kiefer Moore, I think, and a couple others at this Wales team that can definitely do damage. I think Rodon at the back, I think it's Wales as well. So definitely Wales, and you have Ward in that goal, I think so. If I'm not mistaken, let me see the last Wales match to beat smashing of Macedonia. Yeah, Harry Wilson, Brennan Johnson, David Brooks. Yeah, David Brooks as well. And Dan James. And you have Wilson, Josh Cullen as well. Liam Cullen, pardon me, not Josh Cullen. But yeah, Davies at the back. Kiefer Moore as well. So definitely, you have the talent. This Wales team can definitely prove a lot of doubters wrong. But I'll give my predictions closer to March. These are my early thoughts, early predictions. I have Turkey over Romania. Romania have Enes Hagi and Dragusin. Who else does this Romanian team have? Let me check. Dennis Mann as well. Enes Hagi, Stianchu, Marin. Yeah. You have some talent. Radu in that goal, of course. But Turkey have way too much talent. You have Arda Güler, you have Yildiz, you have Akachoglu. Yeah, you have so much talent, this Turkey team. Çalhanoğlu, Bayendir in that goal of Manchester United. Kalidou from Brighton as well. Demirel. Yeah, you have good players. Oh yeah, Kutku is good. Özcan is good. Beres Yilmaz as well. You have talent. Yeah, Gichi is not caught up, but you have Yildiz, Akachoglu. You have the talent. Says Under, I don't know why he's not in here, but definitely a lot of talent on that Turkey side. That should be more than enough for Romania. Early predictions. Czechia, missing Patrick Schick will be a massive blow for them. You have Shucic, yes, but who else can you deliver? Up top, Chori, yeah, he delivers at times. Patrick Schick will be needed massively. as well. And then, yeah, I don't know why Hojek is not called up. Hojek is definitely the quality from Hoffenheim, I think. You should have been called up. But, yeah, so Czechia, Ireland, with Troy Parrott and Ivan Ferguson should get the job done with those two, if they're fit. If Ivan Ferguson especially fit. Troy Parrott definitely scored 5 goals in 2 games. Portugal and Hungary, which is very impressive. Impressive stuff by Troy Parrott. Maybe he'll carry them all the way to the World Cup. So definitely watch out for him. Denmark, on the other hand, you have Højlund, you have Dorgu, and Damsgaard as well. Joachim Andersen, Christensen, a lot of Christensens in that defense. Norgard. Oh, Norgard is Denmark, not Norway. I get mixed up a bit. Eriksson, of course, of Wolfsburg. He's at Wolfsburg now. Højlund in the midfield. Philip Billing is quite the quality. Højbjerg is quality when fit. Patrick Dorgu. Jackson. Jonas Wind. Rasmus Højlund. Yusuf Poulsen. There's one player not in here. And that's Skavosen, Strand Larsen, and Dolberg. Casper Dolberg is not in here, which I'm surprised. But yeah, so definitely quality. Macedonia, the only well-known name I know is definitely Ilmes. And that's about it. Don't write off Macedonia 100%, but Denmark should win that. Italy, Ireland, the last time they played, I think, was a no-no draw. So, definitely, Italy needs to get redemption here and hope Moise Keane is back. Esposito will do the damage. And Retegui has been hit and miss lately, not scoring goal. Need to get Retegui firing. And Brella and Tonali in the midfield firing, and it should be okay for them. No Insigne, no Chiesa, no players for them in that attack. Politano does not step up for this Italian team. So we will see where the goals will come from. But they better come from somewhere. You can't miss a third World Cup, Italy. So yeah. Poland, Albania. On the other hand, Poland, Albania. Albania has three, I think. Has three and Jim City at the back. Arcelini as well as a quality player. Berisha. I thought he was Kosovo because they have similar names. Yeah, these guys can definitely do damage to Poland. But Poland, with Lewandowski back, should be doing the business in this one. With Szczesny not in goal, it's a massive blow. You have Skorupski or Drakowski. But yeah, Matty Cash is definitely a very talented player with Jacob Kivior, former Arsenal man as well, at Porto. And yeah, you should have Lewandowski. Pjanic, definitely another player. No Milik. But Zelensky is injured but should be back for that game. So definitely key players to watch out for in this one. Next, Slovakia versus Kosovo. Slovakia have good defenders, Hanko and Skriniar, but I think Duda is their attacker, if I'm not mistaken. Labatka as well, quality player. Duris. Wait, who scored against Germany? Those are the players I need to look at. Hanko and Strelic. Strelic. Watch out for these guys. But definitely Kosovo have their own talent. They definitely should bring back Rashika, in my opinion. And you have Romani in that defense. You have Romani up top. Jagrova from Juventus. Asellini. Rashika, yeah, Rashika is back well on Brescia. Mirici, these guys can definitely do damage. Brescia and Mirici, Rashika, Asellini, these guys can definitely upset Slovakia. So don't 100% count out Kosovo, but Slovakia should be favorites after beating Germany at home, and they're playing at home. So Ukraine versus Sweden. This one I expect Sweden to pull through, especially if Gyökeres should be back, and then you have Kulusevski possibly back, and Forsberg have to start, and you have to have Isaac in there, Alanga in there, should be doing a lot of damage like that. Like those front four will be very strong, and definitely should be more than enough to take them down. And this young Barcelona boy by the name of Rooney Bardghji, definitely watch out for him. Might be a future. Indeed, Svensson. Daniel Svensson as well from Borussia Dortmund. And Swanberg from Wolfsburg as well. But their defense is kind of like Isaac Hayne. And there's no... Oh, Lindelof is still there. That's okay. So definitely Graham Potter magic over Sweden. Just over Ukraine this time out. Because Ukraine don't call back Yarmolenko. And you don't call back Duvbek when he's returned from injury. And you have to call back Malinowski in that midfield. And then it's when Ukraine are at their strongest. Lunin in that goal over Trubin, in my opinion. And then you have Zinchenko in that midfield. Malinowski. And Yarmolenko from Brentford. These guys can definitely do damage over Sweden and definitely show their class. So yeah, Wales definitely will beat Bosnia in my opinion. Harry Wilson, Dan James, like I said. Harry Wilson, Dan James. You have other players that can do damage as well. Brandon Johnson. Let me familiarize with the Wales squad. Dan Ward, I think, is in goal. Or Darlow, it looks like. But Kosumus, Harry Wilson, like I said, David Brooks as well can do damage. Ampadu in that midfield, Joe Rodon, like I said, and Ben Davis. These guys can definitely do damage and should beat Dzeko, who only have Dzeko in Bosnia and no Pjanic anymore. So definitely no Begovic in goal is a massive blow for them. And definitely their midfield looks not stacked and it looks out of ideas. I think Wales have the better players on paper and should take it to Cardiff against Italy and maybe fancy their chances against Italy. So Sweden versus Poland is what I have. Wales versus Italy. Slovakia versus Turkey or Turkey. Ireland versus Denmark is what I have as my UEFA predictions. As for the Interconfederation, as for the other Interconfederation, let me see my YouTube short real quick. As for the Interconfederation, I think Jamaica will fancy themselves beating New Caledonia. Bolivia at El Paz is what I'm assuming against Suriname. I get Bolivia to win that. El Paz is definitely a high altitude place and very, very tricky to travel to, and definitely will give you headache. DR Congo versus Jamaica or Caledonia. Jamaica is my pick, and DR Congo to win against Jamaica. Iraq versus Ghana, as you know, Bolivia or Costa Rica, as you Suriname. I go Iraq narrow win against Bolivia is my pick. So yeah, tell me your predictions. These are early predictions, by the way. Maybe we should do predictions earlier to March. It's when these games kick off and when we find out who's fit and who's not. But basically, this is a quick roundup of the playoffs predictions. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'm intrigued to look out for March. And sooner rather than later, I think there will be in March. Spain, is it in March? I think it's in March, right? Spain versus Argentina as well. I'll be tuning into that. I expect Spain to win, but Argentina can definitely cause trouble with Messi on board and Alvarez. So we will find out. Yamal or Messi. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share the video, notification bell on the road to 100. Peace out. Steve Squad signing out.